Hello YouTube, how's it going? It's Professional here today, and today we have the Act 3 Doomsday Guide for Criminal Mastermind, and on this guide particularly, just like in the last one, we are going to be ignoring the prep missions, because the prep missions are pretty easy on this, and they're not really relevant, because you have to do them for the Criminal Mastermind, but they're very easy, and you can die on them. You can't die on the setup missions, so we're just going to be focusing primarily on the setup missions, and some of these setup missions can be very long on this one, so I'm going to try to make this as short as possible. I know this is a long video, and I apologize for that, but there's a lot of tips that I got to give in this video. So now let's get started. Here we are doing the first setup mission right here, rescue Agent 14 from Merryweather. I highly recommend you just go in with a Kuruma or an Insurgent pickup custom, any kind of armored vehicle, clear out the area, have safety, and we're going to need that armored vehicle for later. The Kuruma works the best in my opinion on this one, and I'm going to show you guys why in a little bit. Now, let's just clear out the, kind of like this warehouse, boathouse here area, and let me show you guys what the next step is here. Okay, so the warehouse is now cleared out, and if you guys leave a bunch of vehicles in that area right there, just like we left them, it's actually going to mess up the Juggernaut's positioning, and when the Juggernauts spawn in, it's actually going to be a lot harder for them to group up and shoot at you, because a lot of them are going to be displaced by the vans or the trucks, whatever you left in that general area there. And what I highly recommend is use a minigun when you see these guys. Don't use an explosive, because of explosions we can have accidents, somebody can die, and then it can be over really quickly. Make sure you're behind a piece of cover that you can get behind really quickly with a minigun. Not like a box that you can just hide, crouch behind, but something you can fully stand behind, like right here. And use the minigun, and you're going to want to shoot these guys in the head. This is the best way to kill the Juggernauts that I've seen. Just minigun them in the face. It's actually the quickest way to kill these guys. These guys actually die really quickly. If all of your teammates just concentrate and just shoot them in the head, they die really quickly. So that's the best way, and because we put those trucks there, it messed up their positioning, so they were not able to shoot at all of us at once. Okay, and I highly recommend that somebody has an explosive sniper on this mission, and the reason that you're going to want to have an explosive sniper is when the second wave of Avon's goons come in, they're going to come in by helicopter. It's right after we take out these Juggernauts, so again, try to aim for these guys' head, use whatever you can, but the minigun works the best. So if you want to, minigun them in the face, and it's the quickest way to get rid of these guys. Now, here's the part where the explosive sniper is going to come into play right now. Avon's goons are going to be coming in through the, they're going to be coming in from helicopter, and they're going to be dropping them in through rope. You're not going to be able to lock onto these helicopters with a homing launcher through here, but if you have an explosive sniper, you can just shoot them right here through the roof, and you can just blow up these helicopters, and then you don't have to deal with all the guys that are just dropping in right there. It's actually a lot easier to take care of them. Here, in this instance, I wasn't able to shoot through this cover for some reason, but I was able to take out 2 out of 3 helicopters. So I highly suggest you and your teammates stock up an explosive sniper, because it is going to help you out a lot, and you're not going to have to deal with a lot of these guys. You can blow them up before they even get on the ground. Okay. And now the next step right here is Agent 14 is going to be following one player, and what you're going to want to do is the player that's following Agent 14, everybody's going to want to stick with him except one guy. The other guy should get into the Kuruma, and I highly recommend you do this with the Kuruma. Similar in Act 2, what the guy in the Kuruma is going to do is he's going to push up with the Kuruma, and he's going to create a distraction. And basically, when he pushes up with the Kuruma, he can still be shot out of it, but he's a lot more protected, especially than the people on the ground. And when he moves up close to the enemies are more likely to shoot somebody that's really close to them than farther from them. So when the guy with the Kuruma moves up, it's actually going to cause a distraction, and then you're going to be able to shoot these guys easily. So just try your best, and Agent 14 is going out that side. One person can go out this side right here. Use a lot of cover, though, but be very careful on this, because these guys can kill you really quickly on this. I just lost half of my armor from getting shot once, and now lost all of my armor. So as you guys see, my friend right here in the Kuruma, he's just pushing up, and he's causing a distraction right now. He's actually going from the street side right now, and he's actually just shooting them all on the side. So he's also, not only is he providing a distraction, but he's also firing at them, so it makes it a lot easier. And you're going to see a lot of these guys. You're going to have to clear a path for these guys. This particularly scene, this isn't too hard right here. This is kind of easy right here. Just clear these guys out, move up together. The only part that's going to get kind of annoying is when you have to get up to the next warehouse where the Akulas are, and you're going to have to face a bunch of Juggernauts. There's this buzzer that appears right here, but you guys are going to want to get rid of that buzzer right away. Again, I suggest you use explosive sniper, because I don't trust homing launchers on these missions, because the homing launcher doesn't always hit when you lock onto the enemy, but the explosive sniper will always hit wherever you're aiming at. So once this area is cleared up, let me show you here the next part, and again, you see the Kuruma is causing a distraction. Okay, so once we move up right here onto this warehouse, just shoot these guys, try to come up on the side of them, and just shoot them in the head with the minigun. It kills them pretty quickly. I mean, just look at how quickly I wasted a Juggernaut there. Just make sure you watch your health, and if they start firing at you, quickly get back into cover and have other teammates shooting at them in the head. These guys can't fire at all 4 of you, or all 3 of you shooting at once, especially the Kuruma. So if the Kuruma is there, just have him push up and have him distract the Juggernauts. But again, you don't want the Kuruma to be there too long, because if the Kuruma is constantly getting minigun, it has a chance of exploding. So you got to be careful with that. But the Kuruma can serve as a good distraction tool. So when you move up on this side, I highly recommend you get rid of the guys on the rooftops first, because they're a nuisance. What you could do is one player could get in the Akula and start shooting at the remaining guys that are on the street. But in this particular case, we didn't do that. We just cleared out the street pretty well here. And again, just do the same strategy that I've been saying. The guy with the Kuruma, you guys see him all the way on the side right there. He's actually creating a distraction, and all the enemies are pretty much shooting at him over there. And because of that, we're able to clear these guys out. Just know that the Juggernauts, you will not be able to see them with the thermal scope at long range. You have to get in really close to them to take them out. In addition, one person can also run here on the side, as you guys see where the Kuruma is, and you could actually shoot them through this gate right here. There's a small gate here, and you actually have pretty good cover here. You guys see where the Juggernaut was, and you could actually shoot them through this gate right here. But my teammates already cleared the area out. But again, that's a really good place that you might want to position one of your teammates in. And that's pretty much it for this mission. All we gotta do now is deliver Agent 14. The rest of the mission is pretty easy. You just have to stay low with the Akula, but that's pretty much easy for the rest of it. And that's it. The first setup mission is complete. Agent 14 has been rescued. So here we are on the second setup mission, Escort ULP, and this is the worst mission in the Doomsday Heist out of all of them, in my opinion, right here. So when you first get up here, I recommend you using a Kuruma, just so you don't risk anybody dying here, because these enemies can take you out quickly. Just drive the Kuruma in and just clear the area out as quickly as you can here. Okay, let me skip ahead here. Okay, we cleared out the area here. Once you move the Chernobog up here, stop it right here and just point the missiles straight at the ocean. That's where the first 3 helicopters are going to come from. And also, here's a tip. Only fire 1 missile at a time. As long as you lock on, that missile will always hit the helicopter and won't miss. So you don't need to fire 5 missiles at each helicopter. 1 is enough. And also, I'm speeding this up right now just to save time, because this mission is just so long and so time consuming. It's the worst mission in Grand Theft Auto Online, in my opinion. But right here, what you want to do is you want to take the Chernobog and you want to just go straight on the railroad tracks right here. Just follow the railroad tracks, because the helicopter will follow the railroad tracks perfectly. And you can just stop here and fire at the helicopters. And the reason that you want to do this is so you don't avoid taking you avoid taking the roads, because when you take the roads, a lot of Avon's guys, they'll smash into you, and the Chernobog, when he hits them, will blow up. And after 2 to 3 cars exploding, the Chernobog will explode. So when the Chernobog hits a lot of these cars, they'll explode on impact, and it really sucks because the Chernobog has no armor. So you want to avoid the roads, avoid hitting any kind of cars, even civilian cars, anything, because you hit with the Chernobog, it explodes, and you could kill yourself really easy on this mission. So just follow the railroad tracks and you'll be safe. As for the other 2 guys, have them follow you like in a half track or an insurgent, some kind of weaponized vehicle. My friends here, they chose their half track on this mission, which is just as good. But make sure it's some kind of weaponized vehicle. And because of the half track, they're able to also help me shoot down the helicopters. But here's a quick tip. Make sure that you always watch your back for the trains, because the train, it can hit you from behind and it can kill you. This is still safer than taking the roads, much safer than the roads, but just make sure you keep an eye out for the occasional train. And when you do see the occasional train, just push up here and just drive to the side and wait for it to pass. And as long as you keep accelerating, you'll get away from the train. So you have plenty of time to find some spot to get off and wait for the train to pass. And just keep stopping here on the railroad tracks and just keep shooting down these helicopters. Pretty simple here. When you get up to this part right here, some of Avon's guys will try to drive up here and kill you. Make sure that the half track or the insurgent, whatever is following you, is covering you and it can clear the path. Do not have the Chernobog focus on any cars whatsoever. Just keep focusing on the helicopters. Avoid the cars, avoid any contact with them. The Chernobog is just to be used to shoot down the helicopters. And again, watch for the trains, because we had a second train just appear here. And again, just keep pushing up on these railroad tracks. Even if you're not doing Criminal Mastermind, this is still the best way to do this mission, because this mission is just so time consuming and you can so easily die in the Chernobog when you bump into a few cars and it can just explode. So just follow the railroad tracks right here and you'll be perfectly safe. You don't have to worry about any cars getting you or anything. Just watch your back for occasional trains, but you'll be good. So just follow him, and eventually when you get up to this point right here, ULP is going to turn to the right, and he's going to start heading to the location where the cocaine factory is for the Sandy Shores location for the MC Clubhouse. He's going to be heading to the same location basically where he dropped off Agent 14. So once you get up to this part, this is the part where you want to get off the railroad tracks, and do not even follow the roads, just follow the fields. Just follow the fields in like the countryside. Avoid the roads. The roads are where you're going to bump into Avon's goons. Just go off-roading here. Do a lot of off-roading. Once you get up this part, once you turn right over here, I got off at this point right here because there was a train coming anyways, and I decided not to follow the tracks anymore at this point. So again, just cut through the fields right here. Avoid the roads. If you have to take a road, take it, but just avoid it as much as you can. Here I had to cut through the highway for a moment. And also, here's another tip on these missions, guys. If somebody gets their vehicle destroyed, or you can't use your vehicle anymore but nobody died, you can still call another vehicle in. So you can call the mechanic, unlike in the other heist missions. So you can spawn them, because my friends, they got their other half-track stuck, and I called in my own half-track right there. So they're using that right now again. So if you ever have to call another vehicle, you got to call in another Kuruma or anything like that, you can just dial your mechanic on these missions and the vehicle should spawn. So just giving everybody that quick tip. So just do what I'm doing right here, guys. Just stay off-road right here. Stay off-road and just follow ULP as much as you can here. At this point, technically here, I don't even need to really cover him. As long as he's up to 50% health right here, you'll be good at this point. You don't really even need to technically shoot at them, but we're still shooting at them just to be safe, because he'll get to his destination at this point. He'll get there. So again, do not take the roads right here. The roads are risky. Let me just skip ahead here. We're pretty much done with the mission, so just avoid the roads right here. And once he gets past the abandoned motel, that's the point where the enemy helicopters will stop spawning and they'll stop chasing him. You don't even need to follow him at that point. He'll automatically end the mission. Okay, so setup 2, Escort ULP, has been finished. Let's move on to the third setup mission, the barrage. Okay, so right here, have your team focus on nothing but the Valkyries. Assign people. I assigned me and my friend to the right side to take out the 2 Valkyries on the right, and my other 2 friends are taking out the Valkyries on the left. You gotta take these Valkyries out quickly, and the reason that you want to take these Valkyries out quickly is because if they get up here to where we're standing right now, they'll instant kill you. They'll kill you right away, and you'll die and it'll be over. You won't even have a second to react. So make sure you take those Valkyries out, because they are a major threat. They can kill you really quickly. Now, I don't recommend destroying the cargo bomb until it passes over you. Let it pass over you, because that way the barrage will drop a lot closer to you and you don't have to get down the hill. So it's going to eventually fly over you. So don't destroy it until up to this point, and then you can just get the barrage right here. You don't have to go all the way down the hill. And what you're going to want to do on this is make sure you bring a Kuruma. Bring a Kuruma on this and only have one guy drive the barrage. Only one guy. But note, once you get in that barrage, it is going to spawn a lot of enemies. So make sure that your teammates are ready for it when you're getting into the barrage here. So only have one teammate drive and have the rest of them, the other 3 teammates, get into the Kuruma and follow them and cover them. And the reason that you want to do this is because the barrage can flip a lot on this mission, and you do not want it to flip and somebody's going to fly out and die. So to minimize risk, we're putting 3 people in a Kuruma and we're following them and we're covering them, and we're just covering the guy that's driving the barrage. Note that a lot of the guys will come up this hill. It's really easy to blow them up, but all you basically got to do at this point is just follow the barrage with the Kuruma and just cover him. It's a really easy way to do this mission. Okay, so the barrage is going to want to go off-roading a lot. Do not take the roads, because you're going to bump into a lot of Avon's guys. When you see the enemy helicopter spawn, I highly suggest you take that helicopter down, because you're going to have another helicopter chasing you. Those Valkyries, the enemies have auto-aim with the miniguns on them, and they can kill really easily. Really easily. And most likely he's going to be chasing the barrage, not the Kuruma. So the people in the Kuruma just get out and destroy the Valkyrie. Lock onto him, blow him up. Have the barrage just keep going. And just follow the barrage and just cover him. Also, you can take this route right here, this route that we're taking right here with jumps. This is actually perfect. This is from the same mission in single player that Trevor took his dirt bike on. This route is actually really easy. You can get through a lot of the countryside here without having to deal with Avon's goons. Let me skip ahead to the airfield now. Okay, so you are going to want to save your explosive snipers. Use them on the Valkyries, but you're going to want to save a lot of the ammo still. And when everybody gets up here, have everybody get out of the Kuruma and just blow up the Bombushka going down the runway. After the Bombushka is destroyed, take out that Valkyrie that's in the distance right there. Destroy that. And then what you're going to want to do at this point is have the barrage wait right here, the area that I'm having it sit in right now, and just clear out the entire airstrip right now. Just push up with the Kuruma and just clear the whole airstrip out. You are going to need to destroy the armored boxville as part of this though, so you can just have one person get out of the Kuruma and just fire an explosive sniper and just destroy it that way. Okay, so right here, we're just going to want to clear out the airfield right here. And again, don't rush. There's no need to rush. Clear out the airfield, the Kuruma. They can't hurt you. They could damage you a little bit, but they can't really hurt you. Just watch your health just in case of anything. But you're pretty much good right here. This is a very easy and efficient way to clear it out. And if you go up with the barrage and use the minigun the way that they intend you to use it, they're going to snipe you out of that barrage so quickly because you're exposed. You almost have no cover in that thing. Okay. Once everybody is dead on this airstrip, every single person get out here and just use the explosive sniper. Get rid of this Valkyrie. There's going to be a Valkyrie coming in. You're not going to see it on the radar yet, but you're going to see it in a moment. And this Valkyrie can kill everybody quickly. I did a walkthrough in the past, and this Valkyrie killed people. So make sure you get rid of that Valkyrie quickly. So right there, that Valkyrie is destroyed. It's gone. Have everybody get back in the Kuruma. Have the guy in the barrage push up and just follow that person with the Kuruma and just cover them. And then you're pretty much home free on this one. And right here, barrage has been delivered, and we pretty much got it right here. So setup 3 of Act 3 completed right now. Let's move on to setup 4. Okay, so here we go. Setup 4, Steel Khanjali right now. Okay, and this clip is sped up just for anybody who's wondering right now to save time. But what you're basically going to want to do is go into the area. I recommend using a Kuruma right now. And just clear out this area as best as you can. The Kuruma is going to protect you a lot. You can have 2 of your teammates go in and clear the destroy the equipment, while 2 of your teammates clear the area out and clear a path to the Khanjali. That's what we're doing right here, and it's making the mission go a lot quicker. So just pretty much just clear this area out. Have your teammates destroy the equipment. Drive around the Kuruma. You can use an insurgent if you want also, but just any kind of vehicle that'll protect you, because there's a lot of guys to kill on this one. A lot of guys, and you don't have much great cover on this mission too, and the enemies are really well dug in here. So clear the area out, clear a path to the tank. It's pretty much clear at this point. Also, here's a quick tip, guys. Whatever you do, once the equipment is destroyed, do not get into the tank until everybody's ready. I made a mistake here, and we got into the tank before we got everyone in, and because of that, the enemy spawns. So make sure that you let every single person get in the tank first, because then there's going to be a lot of enemies spawning. So have everybody ready to get in the tank at once. And right here, guys, so here I slowed this clip down to show you guys something. A lot of people get scared of the hunters on this mission because they think that the hunters have automatic lock-on barrage missiles. But the barrage missiles that the hunters fire, they don't lock onto you. They're only firing in the area that's the closest to you. So as long as you keep moving like I am here, they won't be able to hit you. So when you're dealing with the hunters, just keep moving. Keep constantly moving. Don't slow down. Just keep moving the entire time, and the barrage missiles won't be able to hit you from the hunter. Have your gunner on the turret. Have him focus on the cars in the meantime while you're focusing on the hunters. That way the cars don't smash into you and they mess up your path. They don't slow you down in that way. The cars you don't really gotta worry about. The hunters are your biggest threat on here. And also, you don't really need to charge up the cannon on the Khanjali unless you're firing it at a hunter that's at longer range. But if it's close to you, just keep spamming the regular shots. You don't even need to charge it up. Just keep moving, and the barrage missiles won't be able to hit you. See right there? The barrage missiles almost hit us, but because we kept moving, they stopped, and they weren't able to hit us the entire way. So whenever you just see the hunters, just keep moving. Hold down the acceleration. Just keep moving the entire time. Keep moving. Don't stop, and the barrage missiles won't be able to hit you. Just keep moving the entire time, and you'll make it. And these hunters, they won't become a problem for you anymore. So whenever you see them, just keep spamming the main cannon at them. Have the gunner focus on the cars, and you'll be good. Don't gotta worry about the hunters blowing you up on this mission. Once you get the Khanjali, it's pretty much good. The mission's pretty easy at that point. It's only a 2-mile drive. Once you guys get up to this point right here, you should be facing your final hunter. They're not going to be any more spawning. They're not infinite. And here we have an example of me crashing into a pole, and this is what happens. Even when I slowed down, I lost speed, and the hunter was able to barrage me. So as long as you keep accelerating at full speed in the tank, and you keep moving, and you keep firing at the hunter, the barrage missiles won't be able to hit you. And once you pretty much get up to this point, there's not going to be any more hunters spawning. You only got to be worrying about the cars. You got around a mile left, and you're pretty much home free at this point. And there we go. Setup 4 Khanjali has been completed. Let's move on to the 5th and final setup. Okay, so here we have the 5th and final setup mission, Air Defenses. So let's do it. Okay, so this mission is the easiest mission out of, I think it's even one of the easiest missions out of all the acts. This mission is very simple. Basically, all you gotta do is just fly around and just bomb and destroy 12 targets, 12 SAM launchers. And these SAM launchers, they can even be destroyed by your gunners. So if you're flying perfectly straight, your gunners can also help you destroy these SAM launchers. And I recommend you guys hit these in a pattern, like follow them up, go straight up the mountain or straight down the mountain, either one, and just keep going around, and you'll take out these SAM launchers really quickly. This mission, it's very, very hard to die on this mission. I mean, I can only see you dying 2 ways on this mission, and that would be if a fighter jet crashes into you. So when the enemy Molotovs spawn, make sure you have both your gunners just focus on doing nothing but taking those jets out, and just fly your plane perfectly straight so that your gunners have a clear shot at them and they can destroy them. Because the Molotovs shooting at you aren't what's a threat. What's a threat is the Molotovs crashing into you. Because I've played this mission before, and I've seen the Molotov crash into the Velatile one time, and it actually destroyed it, and everybody died instantly. So whenever you see those 2 Molotovs spawn, just instantly destroy them. Focus all fire on them and get rid of them. The only other way I could see you dying on this mission is if somebody's a really bad pilot and crashes. But other than that, this mission is really straightforward, really easy. All you gotta do is just basically fly around and just carpet bomb. So that's pretty much it for this mission. It's nothing really special. I'm going to skip most of it out here because there's nothing really much to show here. This mission's just very, very simple. There's not really any more tips I can give you guys on this mission. So right there, setup mission 5 is completed. Now all we got left is the finale. Let's focus on that. So here we are at the finale, and you guys can give them whatever kind of cut you want when you're hosting it. I recommend you give the host 40% and give everybody else 20% because the host is the one who paid for it and doesn't get money on the setup missions. But here I wanted to give my friends more money because we were pretty much on the finale and everybody was going to get the Criminal Mastermind done. And also because we had an incident last night, and the incident was where I lagged out. And what happened was we were pretty much at the end, right where we get on the jetpacks and we chase Avon. So we had to do the whole mission 2 times. We didn't lose the Criminal Mastermind, but it was because nobody died. I just lagged out and we had to do the whole thing 2 times. But we were pretty much good here, and we still got the Criminal Mastermind open here. So let's finish it, and let me give you guys tips right now on the finale. Everybody's been waiting for this. How do you complete the finale? Let's do this right now. Let's get started with this. So, when you are doing the finale right here, choose the khanjali. I know a lot of people are going to tell me in the comments, but professional, you should choose the barrage because you get more money. I know that. I'm very well aware of that. But right here, we're not going for money specifically. We're going for Criminal Mastermind, and the khanjali is the safer option. It's a lot safer. We're not going to die in the khanjali on this part. You have a chance of dying in the barrage. I want to minimize my chances, minimize my risks right here. So basically, we want to play this safe. So if you're doing Criminal Mastermind, you must use the khanjali. Use the khanjali to be safe right here. You can pretty much clear a path really easily. And also, at the very end, you're going to encounter a bunch of juggernauts. And the tank, you can use the tank to clear those juggernauts out really easily. So, make sure you use the khanjali. Do not use the barrage. Do not get greedy. Do not get greedy, guys. It's not going to be worth it. You want to be as safe as possible. You can use the barrage any other time you want. Just not on Criminal Mastermind. Use the khanjali. It's to be safe. You'll get $50,000 bonus instead of getting $100,000. But I just want to I'm taking the safe option right here. I don't want to die. I want to make sure that we're all good right here. So that's why I'm taking the khanjali on this part specifically. And because of that, it's really easy to push through this tunnel. We can make clear of these insurgents really easy right here. We're getting through this really easy, no problem right now. Just clearing the area out, just pushing right through the insurgents. They're not even giving me any problem right now. We're not taking any damage. Just blow them up. They get blown up in one shot. It's not like the standard insurgent that can take a lot. So we're pretty much good here. Once you get up to this part right here, and you're about to enter Avon's compound right here, keep staying in the tank. Stay in the tank until all the juggernauts are dead, because you're going to have a lot of juggernauts here. Take advantage of the khanjali's cannon. Get rid of the juggernauts. There's going to be 3 to 4 juggernauts right here in this location. Get rid of them. Once they're all done, they're all dead, get out here and push up here. Unfortunately, we can't go any farther with the khanjali. I wanted to see if I could kill some people in the next room with the gun. Unfortunately, you can't unless they get straight in the door. So everybody get out right here. And again, make sure everybody's stocked up on snacks and armors. Make sure everybody's ready on the snacks and armors. Push into here right here. Take cover here and barely pop out. Do not rush this. Take your time with this. This is not a rush. We want to make sure we get Criminal Mastermind. We want to be safe on this. We want to make sure we have no accidents here. So just clear a path right here. Fight through these guys. Stay together in a group. Be all fire. Do not have just one person shooting. Have everybody shooting as much as possible. That way you're not just one target, and it's really hard for the enemies to target one person specifically. So right here, we're pretty much pushing up. And also, guys, do not rely on the radar for where the enemies are. I mean, sure, you can look at the radar and you can get a good idea of where the enemies are, but do not just rely on the radar. Like, don't look at the radar and see no enemies and assume that there's no enemies, because I've had it where I've pushed into rooms and the radar says that there's nobody in there, and then I go in there and there's an enemy there. So do not rely on the radar entirely. I mean, you can use it to see, get a general idea, like I said, where the enemies are, but do not use the radar just to determine where everybody is. Don't do that, because that'll get you killed. Make sure you're very cautious. Check your corners. Look around. Move up slowly here. And again, once you get up to this part right here, you're going to be encountering the Juggernaut. Do the same thing I told you guys earlier. Take out the minigun. Just minigun him in the face. It's really easy to kill him here at this point. Clear this area out. We're good right here. Push up together. Okay, it's going to split off into 2 tunnels right now. I highly recommend that 2 people go into each tunnel and then you meet up like halfway through. That way you're not on just one side, because when you get up to the end of the tunnel, you're going to come up on juggernauts, and if you two people on each side come up on the side of the juggernauts, it's going to be really hard for the juggernauts to kill anybody, and you're going to have an advantage on the juggernauts. So have 2 people split up, go on the right side, have 2 people go on the left side. I personally go on the right side each time here because I memorize the right side. I know the right side well, so whoever knows which side well, go that way. So split up, and it's also easier to destroy the supplies. It's a lot easier to destroy the supplies and get them together because you're splitting up and you're going into different rooms right here. This area right here, when you first go into this room on the right, this area can be pretty bad right now because the enemies take cover behind a lot of boxes, but just right here, just peek out, zoom in, just pick a lot of them off right here. Move up here, we got this right now. Okay, and also check your corners, check a lot of this cover here. Enemies can be behind anything. See right there, there was an enemy hiding right there. I didn't see him until the last second. Took out my armor, so be very careful, and this is why you need to have armor on this. Keep armor handy. Stack up on super heavy armors. They're going to help you out a lot. You won't regret it. Okay, so here we go. We're pushing up into the next room right now. And here's a tip. When you see the supplies, you don't even need to fire an explosive at them. You can just shoot your regular gun at them and they'll explode. So there's no need to waste explosives. Just a quick tip for everybody. But also just keep a good range on these. Stay away from these, obviously, because you don't want to get caught in the blast. Watch out for the next room because they can shoot you all the way from down there. Okay, all supplies are destroyed on this side here. 1 box of supplies left. Here we go. Pushing up. And once you get up to this, use this like yellow like metal thing right here as good cover right here. That yellow metal thing, this will give you pretty much good cover. Only your head will be sticking out, so it'll be really hard for the enemies to fully shoot you right here. Watch out for this guy on the side here. Okay, and use this yellow thing right here that I'm using. Use this thing for cover right here. For some reason, there's a guy that came up behind us here. I don't know how he did that, but somehow he got up kind of behind us. But again, this is why you check all your corners right here. Move up here. We're pretty much good right now. And you guys are going to get confused on which way to go here. If you guys are going to get confused, I either go left or right. You can go either which one you want. The left side is the one that the left team originally took, and you can use that to come up behind them. Or if you go right, as I'm turning around and going here, the right side, it'll have you actually come up on the juggernauts from another angle. So in this case, we're going to take the right side right now. This is the route that they actually want you to take if you take the right side originally. Clear this side out here. Moving up. Watch your health at all times. Do not rush this. Okay, once you see like this little box thing here, once you kill this guy right here, the Juggernaut is going to be on the other side of this right here, so just be aware for that. He's going to be a little farther down. You're going to have some good range on him, but just be aware the Juggernaut is not too far from this position. See, the Juggernauts are up there right now. If you come up on the side right here, you can actually shoot the Juggernauts from the side. My teammates managed to clear them out before I did. But this is why it's good to split up the teams, because you can hit the Juggernauts and you can hit the enemies from different sides here. You're not just all just one target. And also, one little thing right here, before you guys move up, this is just to be safe, I like to blow up this gas can right here. And that's just to be safe and to make sure that the enemies don't blow that up if they accidentally shoot at us and we get killed. It's to minimize any risk whatsoever, just to make sure that we're safe, we're good. So I just like to blow that up personally. Once you get down here, this is pretty much the end of the first part right here. You've got a little bit of a hallway here to clear out. Just watch around the corner right here. It can get a little annoying because the guy's going to be in really good cover here. But if you all move up as a team, you get him. Like this guy right here. This guy's a little annoying. He's an annoying cover, but we got him here. Move up here. Down, down. Okay, and we got him. Now we're at the control center right now. This is the hacking part, the part everybody wants to know what we should do here. Okay, so once you guys get up to this part right here, you can actually shoot one guy through this little window above the door. And then what I highly recommend you guys do is just shoot open the doors. Shoot open the doors right here and just shoot these guys from this angle right here. You're going to be completely protected in here. It's going to be very hard for the enemies to shoot you in here. And you can just clear out a good chunk of the room. Not entirely, but you can clear out a good chunk of the room. Once you clear out all the guys that are pretty much in front of the door, that's when you want to move up slowly into this room, because the enemies are dug in really good into this room. And what I hate about this mission is that a lot of the enemies are bullet sponges. Despite these just being like average guys, they take a lot of bullets, especially if I'm using the combat MG with armor piercing rounds, and they're still taking a lot of damage here. Okay, watch your sides right here. These guys can come up on your sides really easily. And you see we got one guy up there, we got another guy here. So they're going to rush down. So be very slowly when you're entering this room, because this is the part where a lot of people can die in here. Okay, now once you clear out the right side completely, you're going to want to focus on the left side. There's a guy usually up there. He's down. Clear this area out. Okay. Now listen, guys. Once every single person in this room is dead, do not have anybody go up the staircase, because if one person goes up the staircase, it's going to trigger all the enemies up on the second floor, and you don't want that to happen. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go all the way over here, and you're going to want to go here on this staircase, the left side of the room, in the other corner, this staircase. And the reason you want to go up this staircase is because this is the closest to the computer that you want to hack, and it's going to be right next to it, so you don't have to run around the room and clear a whole another chunk of the room out. You can just go up here, and you can just hack this part really quickly. So this is a good part of the room to get up in, because you'll come up right here, right on top of the computer, and you can just start hacking it right here. And I don't want to tell people to rush specifically, but you want to get around these rooms and do these hacks as quickly as you can. And I mean as quickly as you can, because I mean the longer you take, the more your teammates are out there exposed, and they're fighting unlimited waves of enemies. Those guys, they will not stop spawning. They will keep coming in. So the quicker that you finish this, and the quicker you get these 4 hacks done, there's 4 in total, the quicker that this will end, and you won't have to deal with them. So when you hack all 4 computers, the enemies will stop spawning. So whoever is hacking, have one person in charge of hacking, and have that person be good at hacking. And a lot of this is going to require trial and error. You guys are gonna have to mess around with these. Like, a lot of these have given me trouble a lot when I'm messing around with them, and I've been trying to figure out like new ways to get around these. And sometimes what I recommend you do is that you can, like, the firewalls, which are those red things, you have to take out all the nodes, which are the blue things. The firewalls, if there's like room, if they're blocking the way to like a node specifically, you can destroy that one firewall, and in order to make space for a node. You can only destroy one firewall though. You destroy two and it will fail. So one firewall you can destroy here. So this is going to require a lot of trial and error. Those, like, that little like spinning thing that you see like going around here, that will like move your blue arrow around in different directions, which can help you, and it can help navigate it, but can also push you into a firewall. And I accidentally hit a firewall here. Those like little corners, they'll push your thing around, so if you hit those, it'll get pushed around. So right here, you see how it's going around, like basically like kind of like a clock. So I'm just basically waiting here, and it destroyed the first node, and we got it. So, and here I'm just speeding this clip up just to show you guys what we're dealing with here. But what basically, even if you have to go all the way around, take this, one of the sides of the room is going to be less clear than the other one. So basically I'm taking the long way around. I'm taking the way around that doesn't have the guys in it really. So run around here, run around the side here, and have your teammates as covering you. Have all your teammates in the general area and just covering you and just trying to clear the area out as much as possible. And also give your teammates a good idea of when you're about to finish it. That way they know and they can get ready to get moving. So this is just going to require a lot of trial and error here. A lot of messing around with this. Destroying the blue nodes here. This one here was a little easier than the other one before that we did. Right there, got that. Easy. So you just gotta learn, look around your surroundings on this when you hack. It's pretty simple. Like, it can get complicated when you first start it, but once you get pretty much used to it and you memorize like the patterns and you memorize like exactly where you gotta hit it, you'll get pretty good at these hacking. And I've gotten pretty good at it myself. So some of these can be really, it's all based on chance. Like, some of them that you can get can be really complicated, other ones can be really easy. So right now we're on the third one. And also, you guys can follow my tips specifically on how to do these if you encounter any of these specifically ones, because I've gotten the same ones a few times. Got it right there. So see, this thing is moving around like a clock, and because of that, we're able to hit these nodes really easily. And I'm moving this thing around right now so that it can hit the node for me. So right there, see, it's moving around like a clock. I'm just letting it move on its own, and it's gonna damage the node. So the node is getting full already. Got it. Now just turn this one here. Third one's done. Success. Okay, so again, move up on the side of the room that has the least amount of enemies on it, and you have to be quick. Do not stay in one side of the room because they're going to box you in. So you have to move around. Just make sure you watch your health, but move quickly around. And since there's 4 of you, the enemies are not going to know specifically which one of you to hit. They're going to probably hit the one that's closest to them. Also, inform your teammates that you're on the move. Let them know when you're moving here. Once you get through this 4th one, it's pretty much a lot easier. This is the worst part of the heist, specifically when you're doing the hack here and everybody's covering you. Looks like this one's a little easier too here. And also, this gameplay is sped up. This is save time. But sometimes you're going to get easier ones. Sometimes you're going to get harder ones. Here I got a little confused here because the thing is that the blue wire, it's really hard to move it around. It's nice. It's very sensitive. Got it there. Kind of moving this thing around like a clock right now. Look at that. One firewall got destroyed. Not a big deal. You can always destroy one firewall. And there we go. Success. All of them done. Okay, so now we just basically got to clear this room out. Take out all of Avon's goons. It's the only thing we got left. So basically, just do those hacks as quickly as you can. Go around the room. You can have your teammates either stay in one area and just clear that out, or you can have them spread out. But if you have them spread out, make sure everybody's communicating, because there's not going to be a lot of people to back each other up around the sides. Once that is done, have everybody go up on the top floor here. All we got to do is just get on the orbital cannons and just destroy Clifford once and for all. Also, have your teammates tell them which ones to go to, just so you can speed this up quickly. I told one of my friends, I told them I was going to A specifically. I told another one of my friends go to B, another one go to C, another one go to D, and because of that, you're able to complete this really quickly. So that's one already down. Here's another one down. One more remaining. There we go. Done. Now all we gotta do is we gotta confront Avon. So have everybody go downstairs, and a lot of people have a difficult time finding the staircase on this. If you look at the map, the white parts of your map, those are the staircase. So if anybody ever has a trouble finding the staircase, the white parts of the map are the staircase. Okay, now then, once everybody gets down here, again, have everybody stay together, move up slowly here. You don't want to have anybody messed up. We almost got it right here. We're about to hit a home run. We're at the very end right here. Just don't have anybody rush up here. You don't want anybody to mess this up at the last moment here. Have everybody still take it easy. Somebody can still die in here. We're on the easier part. The worst part of the mission is still over, but again, wait for everybody to get up here. Be patient with your teammates. Not everybody's going to get down at the same time. Just wait for your teammates to get all up here, and then just move up together. Okay, we got that. Now let's move up here. Let's clear this out. You can use the auto shotgun, the assault shotgun if you wanted here. It's really tight quarters here, and we can get it. Just be careful, because a lot of these guys will come up around the corners really quickly. I wanted to equip an armor in that point, and a guy came up around the corner really quickly. Here we go. Got that. Almost clear, almost got Avon. Clear this final area out. Final hallway. Almost there. Okay, let me skip the cutscene right here. Okay, so once you guys get out here, the first thing that you're going to want to worry about is you're going to want to worry about this single buzzard that's out here. There's going to be a bunch of Akulas and a buzzard, but focus on this buzzard first, because this buzzard is going to be a threat to you, because this buzzard can actually hit you with the machine guns, and it's actually pretty accurate with the machine guns, as you guys saw right there. It can actually dodge the missiles, and it did, but if it starts following somebody and somebody gets up right behind them like it does in this case, you can actually destroy the buzzard really quickly. So just be very careful for that buzzard, because look at this buzzard. This buzzard is shooting at me, and you don't want your Criminal Mastermind challenge ruined at the end by this one helicopter. Once the buzzard is taken care of, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to focus all fire on Avon Hertz. I was firing at the Akulas here, but you're going to want to focus all fire on Avon and kill Avon as quickly as you can. And the reason you want to kill Avon is because the second you kill Avon, all these helicopters right here are going to stop chasing you. They're going to stop attacking you. So the second Avon's dead, all these helicopters are going to stop chasing you, and they're actually going to retreat. So you want to take out Avon first. And then it's pretty much home free. We're pretty much clear. We got to land the jetpacks, and we're done here. Yep. Landed the jetpacks. We're done here. We got it right now. Let's see here. Let me skip this cutscene right now so you guys don't have to watch this. We're just doing Criminal Mastermind here. And let's take a look. Act 3, the Doomsday scenario passed. Let's see. There we go. Potential earnings. 15%. Again, we weren't going for the Elite Challenge, we were going for Criminal Mastermind. We were not rushing. Let's take a look. There we go, Criminal Mastermind. Look at that, almost $4 million there. Extra $3.5 million added to our accounts. So that's it. That's the Criminal Mastermind Challenge. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Did you guys? I hope this guide has provided you guys with tips. Did this guide help you? Did you guys like this series that I made right here? I'm sorry this video was so long. I tried to make this video as short as I could, but I just wanted to basically make a whole walkthrough guide on what to do in the Criminal Mastermind, what not to do. So I hope this guide has helped people. Let me know down below in the comments. Do you guys want me to do the Criminal Mastermind with 2 to 3 people now? Because I definitely believe I could do it. I think I could even do it with 2 people. So let me know if you guys want me to do that down below. So again, thank you guys for watching. I hope this guide has provided people with a lot of useful tips on how to complete Criminal Mastermind, and I hope that you guys are able to complete Criminal Mastermind because of this guide. And again, if you complete all 3 Criminal Masterminds, the 3-player, the 2-player, and the 4-player, you get a trophy for that. So let me know what you guys think. Did this help you? Let me know if you guys want me to do 3-player and the 2-player challenge. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.